The Ag Pathway is one of the largest and most chosen pathways at our school. We'll be walking through what all goes on in the Ag Pathway and the classes and the opportunities that are involved with it.
So through the Ag Pathway, there are multiple classes you can take that kind of range from plant science, which is your intro class after your principal ag. But plant science, we're getting to learn what plants need, what they use to grow, and that is your next step into the greenhouse class, which is out in the greenhouse, constantly growing our own plants that we will sell at the end of the year to the community. Then I also have animal science class, which is a fun certification class that I quite enjoy talking about and discussing with my new students who maybe not get to see a lot of animals, but yet they get to learn a lot about. And that is your pathway to vet science, which is probably the more difficult class throughout my classes. It's a lot of learning medical science along with putting it in with your animal science that you know. And then one of my alternate classes is my ag math class, which is using normal math that you use every day in your life or could use every day in your life and showing you how. Anywhere from knowing how much gas it's going to take to get from one place to another or knowing how much concrete it's going to take to make a sidewalk for you. It's a very enjoyable class. To start out, I prefer all my freshmen to take Principal Ag. That's where you can get a little taste of plant science, animal science, ag mech, carpentry, all types of ag, and that'll let you decide, hey, do I want to go plant science or do I want to go animal science? After taking my classes, you should be able to be certified in plant or animal science, allowing you to put that on your resume, allowing potential employers to see that you have had some experience with plants or animals to a certain extent. And that looks good when you go into your field, whether at Murray State, UK, anywhere in the area that would allow you to have an agri-science degree. There are multiple degrees anywhere from business, ag sales, ag construction, animal science, vet science, plant science classes, ag education, which is what I have mine in. There are multiple degrees for agri-science kids, especially at Murray State, which is where I went. And I want to talk about jobs. If you have an ag sales or ag business degree, that doesn't mean you can only sell seeds or chemicals. You can go out and you can sell cars. You can sell equipment to different types of people. It just means that you were more specified in ag sales, not only ag sales. Other degrees or other jobs that you can go into, ag construction is fantastic. You want to talk about great money in there, and that also leads to other things such as welding schools, electricity work, plumbing. That is a fantastic trade for any of y'all that do not feel like college is calling you. And I guess teaching, you can become a teacher. Please don't become a teacher. Make more money than me, please. But vet science kids who want to just be a vet assistant, if you want to be a groomer, all those degrees would be great for you. Talking about seed sales, equipment such as working for John Deere, selling for them, or working mechanics for them, all that can be done with your ag mechanics or ag sales degree. Now, if you do take my agri-science classes, I would love for you to take my FFA classes or join the FFA because there's a lot of competitions and it gets you out of school. Now, COVID this year kind of stunted that, but in a normal year, you can miss quite a bit of school competing for me at FFA events and going to all different types of fairs and conventions. And it's really fun to get out and meet people and see different schools and where they come from throughout the United States and the state of Kentucky. Join FFA.
Hi, my name is Byron Hack, and I'm the president of the FFA. I joined 4 years ago because I wanted to be a veterinarian, and I've competed in impromptu speeches and parliamentary procedure, junior and senior parley. And I really recommend the Ag Pathway because it's like super easy and super fun, and the teacher's he's a good dude, so I completely recommend it.
So in ag, I've taken a couple classes every year. I started out taking Principles of Agriculture. My sophomore year, I took Intro to Greenhouse. Junior year, I took Vet Science, which was my favorite class by far. And then my senior year, I'm interning. And some of my favorite things to do in FFA and ag are the outside of school activities, like bowling. We've had a cornhole tournament. And we also were able to go on a lot of trips before all this COVID started. We went to state, which was in Louisville, and then nationals, which is in Indianapolis, and you get a ton of free stuff while you're there. You get to walk around a ton of booths. We get to go out to eat places, so it's all just pretty nice. So I'd completely recommend FFA.
If you are interested in ag or a career that relates to it, sign up to take Principles of Ag next year.